Hello everyone, welcome back to RCH Builders. So, of course, back down here again at the investment home. Getting ready to hopefully finish the last bit of jacking this house up, the bottom that is. We're still going to have to jack up the roof, of course, and get that in line and everything. But of course, last time we were down here, we finished up the last of the piers. So we can set this end down on here. That's supposed to be it for this beam. This beam will then be done and ready to go. And this one here as well. We can jack this up. Of course, that's just setting there. That was temporary. That's not necessarily correct. So we'll jack this up, get this right, and go ahead. We'll set it down on top of this here, right there, and then, of course, all the way down through. So once we have that done, this entire floor will be complete. And then, just depending on time frame after that, I forgot. We should gotta finish this beam, which only goes, it's just from that on top of that pier back through the rest of the way. But that's not a big deal. Anyways, but depending on how much time we have left after that, then I'm probably going to try and clean up this back area here and put plastic down. Probably not going to worry about doing the plastic right now from right around here back. I might kind of lay it over that, but then we'll lay it back this direction later. The reason being is because I need to get the drain for the plumbing hooked up, and that's just going to make a mess on top of the plastic. Plus, of course, I can't cut the plastic in the right place for that. But anyways, other than that, we should be good to go to get started with all this. I have the dump trailer with me again today, of course, so I can throw away a bunch of the trash that we have and just clean it up down here, make it look a lot better. And once this is all set down, we will be ready for putting the floor joists in. So I'm going to get started with doing all the jacking up of this here, and we'll see how far we get afterward. Like I say, clean up and just make things look more presentable. Alright, so that's the last of this one. Now I'm going to move on to the middle and get started with that one. I'm probably going to put it on hyperlapse while I take care of the middle. And then move on to the next thing. Alright, so now we've got all of the beams leveled. That's good to go. And the next step that we would be needing to do as far as leveling the house is jacking up the roof. But the way that we're going to do that is we're going to get the floor joists put in. And then after the floor joists are in, we'll put the floor down. And then I'm going to go ahead and build the walls where I'm planning on having the walls at. I'm not sure, based off the drawing that I've done of what I want, if this wall that I put in is going to be usable or if I'm going to have to move it. Either way, the 2x4s will be perfectly fine for moving to the next location. I still needed that there to be able to do all of this without the building falling. So it still served its purpose. And again, I won't be wasting the wood. I'll be reusing it. But with that being the case, I might be moving it forward or backward a little bit. We'll see how the layout goes when I start laying off all the wood, all the walls. But like I said, as far as this goes, this part's done. I've got the dump trailer, so I guess I'm going to try and throw a bunch of trash in it and get it cleaned up a little bit down here. I actually realized I don't have my rake with me, which I kind of need to be able to rake up all of this down here before I put plastic down. Because again, as I'd mentioned last week, with the broken glass and stuff, I don't want that under the plastic, because then if I'm crawling around down here on the plastic, that might go through the plastic and into my hand or knee or something like that, because I'm not realizing it's there. And then there's also some other little wrought material there from where the floor joist over here got repaired. So I'm probably not going to actually put the plastic down today, but I will make sure I bring that the next time. I'll probably also bring my air compressor and framing nailer so that I can go ahead and actually nail these. So of course I've put deck screws in them. Those are some of the strongest screws there are, and it at least helps hold this temporarily. But screws do not have the shear tensile strength that nails do. Basically what that means is that the nails, if anything happens with tweaking or twisting of this wood, the nails will bend more before they break. A screw is going to break a lot quicker. And once it breaks, there's no longer any mechanical connection. A bent nail still has a mechanical connection. If anything, it has more of a mechanical connection because of the fact that it's bent. It makes it a lot harder to pull out. Anybody who's ever tried pulling out nails knows what I'm talking about there. for sure. So it actually makes it hold stronger rather than weaker. So like I say, this part's done. With that being the case, I believe as far as this video goes, that this might be it for this video. Like I say, maybe I'll show the trash being cleaned up, maybe not. But again, at least it's one step closer. We are getting close to being able to start really putting stuff back together. Also, when I come down the next time, I might try to bring what I need to fix the plumbing drain. I kind of need to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna probably get together a list for that and make sure I bring all my tools and stuff, so I can basically just at least turn it up and cap it off. Once it's capped off, I can tie in, excuse me. Once it's tied off, I'll be able to tie into it later and take the drains wherever I want them to be. So I'm not too concerned about it being dead on in any direction. I believe with what we're planning on doing, the bathrooms and the kitchen, which are where the drains would be, and the laundry room, are nowhere near where it is now. But there is plenty of height in this crawl space that I can run everything over and then go straight down into where the drain is. And with that being the case, I don't have to be any specific location. I can hit it later from wherever I'm coming from. So with that being the case, I guess that's going to be it for this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you the next time.